On Tuesday, Supreme Leader Narendra Modi's best friend Donald Trump celebrated Liberation Day. He held an event at the White House and announced that America is economically free. They are now going to charge tariffs on different countries at different rates because the entire world has been ripping off America and cheating them.
My fellow Americans, this is Liberation Day. Waiting for a long time. April 2nd, 2025 will forever be remembered as the day American industry was reborn, the day America's destiny was reclaimed, and the day that we began to make America wealthy again. We're going to make it wealthy, good and wealthy. For decades, our country has been looted, pillaged, raped, and plundered by nations near and far, both friend and foe alike. American steelworkers, auto workers, farmers, and skilled craftsmen. We have a lot of them here with us today. They really suffered gravely. They watched in anguish as foreign leaders have stolen our jobs, foreign cheaters have ransacked our factories, and foreign scavengers have torn apart our once beautiful American dream. We had an American dream that you don't hear so much about. You did 4 years ago, and you are now, but you don't too often, and for many years and decades even, you didn't hear too much about. Our country and its taxpayers have been ripped off for more than 50 years, but it is not going to happen anymore. It's not going to happen.
Aw, poor little richest, most powerful country in the world. So sad. If that sounded weird, it's because it is weird. This is like a Bollywood Nepo baby launched by Karan Johar complaining and saying that they have had a very, very difficult life growing up. Anyway, here is what Trump said about India.
India, very, very tough, very, very tough. The Prime Minister just left, and he's a great friend of mine, but I said, you're a friend of mine, but you're not treating us right. They charge us 52%. You have to understand, we charge them almost nothing for years and years and decades. And it was only 7 years ago when I came in, we started with China and charged them. We took in hundreds of billions of dollars from China in tariffs. And they understood, honestly.
So, according to Trump, India charges America a 52% tariff on imports. So now America is going to charge 26% on the stuff that they import from India. A 50% discounted rate apparently. Wow. But wait, do we actually charge 52% tariffs on American goods? No, we don't. That's the beauty of living in Trump's world. Facts are optional and math is whatever you want it to be. Trump has used some crazy mental gymnastics to come up with these percentages and numbers on the chart that he's showing. And the logic behind this calculation is bizarre. Trust me. A leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, has raised this tariff issue in parliament as well.
On the other side, our ally suddenly decides to impose tariffs on us, 26%, which is going to completely devastate our economy. Our auto industry, our pharmaceutical industry, they're all on the line. Agriculture. So I'm wondering, somebody once asked Indira Gandhi ji, in the matter of foreign policy, do you lean left or do you lean right? And Indira Gandhi ji answered, I don't lean left or right, I stand straight. I'm Indian and I stand straight. And the BJP and the RSS have a different philosophy. When asked, do you lean left or do you lean right? They say, no, we bow our head right in front of every foreigner that comes in front of us. Sir, this is something that is in their culture, it is in their history, we know that. But we would like an answer from the government of India. What are you doing about our land? And what are you going to do? What are you going to do about this tariff that our ally has imposed on us? Thank you.
And what was Modi government's response? It issued a nothing burger press release which said that they are assessing this and what impact it will have. And since they aren't saying jack shit and all of this is happening, I thought someone should actually tell you what the hell is going on. because this issue goes deep, my dear friends. It has to do with geopolitics, globalization, cost of labor, Trump, and economics. This is a video about Donald Trump's harebrained plan to fix the American economy. This is a video about how this plan might lead to disaster all around the world. This is a video about how Trump's stupidity might turn out to be a blessing for us, for India. Yeah, maybe. This is also a video about Lesotho. What's that? Oh, you'll see. On all of this, I have a bunch of thoughts. In simple words, tariffs are basically taxes. But instead of taxing your income, governments tax stuff coming into their country from abroad. The idea is simple: make imported goods more expensive. As a result, your citizens will buy less foreign stuff and more local products. In theory, tariffs are supposed to support domestic businesses, create local jobs, and boost the economy. It makes sense in theory, but in reality, this can have some disastrous consequences. In 1930, America tried this approach with the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act. It raised tariffs on 20,000 goods to protect American farmers and businesses. The act placed aggressive tariffs on roughly 25% of all goods imported into the US. That started a trade war. Major trading partners, including Canada and Europe, retaliated with boycotts, quotas, and their own tariffs on American goods. As a result, American exports fell drastically by 30%. So, in other words, since imports became more expensive in America, the demand for those goods went down. And since other countries were retaliating and imposing tariffs on American products which make them more expensive, even the exports went down. Overall, world trade declined by 66% between 1929 and 1934. 66%. And since the world was going through a recovery phase after World War I and the Great Depression, things went from bad to worse really fast. And then there was another war after that, which is World War II. So if we look at history, a trade war of this scale doesn't really benefit anyone. The thing with tariff is they are usually short-sighted and often backfire spectacularly. It's like treating a headache by chopping off your head. The headache is gone, but so are you. Yeah. And Donald Trump has decided to just ignore all conventional economic wisdom and do it anyway. But he's added a special twist to this. Something he's proudly calling reciprocal tariffs. His pitch is that all other countries are being mean to America and imposing tariffs on America. So America is now going to be mean back to them and impose tariff on their goods as well. Tit for tat. Take that, world. But the thing is, the way Trump is calculating the tariff rates is ridiculous. To tell you exactly how ridiculous, let me tell you about Lesotho. Lesotho is a landlocked country in the middle of South Africa. It is one of the poorest countries in Africa with a GDP of just $2.4 billion. Mukesh Ambani is 45 times richer than the entire GDP of this country. Forget Mukesh Ambani, even Neeta Ambani's handbag collection probably has a net worth which is higher than Lesotho's annual exports. 56% of its population lives on less than $4 a day. Yet, under Trump's brilliant plan, Lesotho faces a staggering 50% tariff, the highest of any country on the list. Why? Did Lesotho aggressively tax American goods? No, they didn't. Because they can't. In fact, Lesotho doesn't even set its own tariffs. They follow the South African Customs Union's common tariff rates. The same rates that are used by South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, and Eswatini. But weirdly enough, Trump gave each of these countries completely random tariffs. South Africa got 30%, Namibia got 21%, Botswana 37%, and Eswatini just 10%. And of course, tiny as Lesotho got 50%. This happened because the way Trump is calculating tariffs is legitimately stupid. He's put up these rates looking at the trade deficit that each country has with America. America imports $236 million worth of goods from Lesotho, mostly diamonds and textiles, and exports only 7 million back to Lesotho. This is because American goods are expensive. People in Lesotho are poor. They cannot afford iPhones or Teslas or GPUs or whatever else America is selling. So, Trump's team took the trade deficit, which is imports minus exports, divided it by total imports, multiplied it by 100 and got 97%. This is what they said Lesotho is charging America as tariffs. And as an act of kindness, they cut that in half and imposed 50% discounted reciprocal tariff on them. In short, this is next level stupidity. Lesotho, poor Lesotho, is not charging 97% tariff on American goods. A, because it can't, and now Lesotho cannot do anything to fix it either. They can't magically become richer and start buying American goods. And on top of this, they export diamonds to America. Remember diamonds? Yeah, they dig it out of the ground. How the f is America going to manufacture diamonds? क्या मार-a-Lago में mine पड़ा है क्या? The harsh reality is, instead of fixing genuine trade issues, Trump's tariffs punish poor countries like Lesotho for the crime of being poor. And they're trying to do the same to India. India exports nearly $14 billion worth of electronic products and over $9 billion worth of gems and jewelry. These will be hit by tariffs. Thankfully, Trump has exempted pharmaceutical exports from tariffs. We sell $9 billion worth of generic medicines to America. That's almost a third of our total pharmaceutical exports. It's big.
12 seconds later.
Does that mean chips and pharma tariffs are not on the table?
Starting very soon. The chips are starting very soon. The pharma is going to be starting to come in, I think, at a level that you haven't really seen before. We are looking at pharma right now, pharmaceuticals, and it's a separate category. And we'll be announcing that sometime in the near future, not too distant future.
Afternoon, so obviously yesterday what we were talking about is that pharma was exempt from the list as of now. They were reviewing those documents. Now we have commentary that's coming from President Trump. He's saying that he will be announcing tariffs in the near future and it's not the distant future. So we could expect it sometime soon. And he's also highlighted that the tariffs which will be coming this time on the pharma sector will be something that we have never seen before.
When I was recording this episode, the news was that pharma sector would be exempt from tariffs. And now that I'm editing this episode, news comes in that no. Trump has some other plans in mind. They might actually impose more tariffs on pharma as a separate sector. Because in Trump's world, nothing matters, nothing is stable, anything can change at any time. So yeah, this is what I wanted to tell you. Currently, we export more stuff to America than we import from America. That's why there is a deficit. Trump wants that to change and he wants it the other way around. He wants us to buy more of their products. Just like Lesotho, we can't do that either. Plus, we already have China giving us cheap products, remember? Good old China, who we donate land to from time to time and never mention it. That China, yeah, hai na hamare paas. Anyway, what does all of this Trump tariff business do to us here in India? Let's talk about Trump Act. Get it? Get it? Clever, no? See, Trump, Impact, Trump Act. Okay, never mind. Anyway, on the impact front, I have both good news and bad news for you. First, the good news. India will face an overall tariff of 27% from America. That is 17% reciprocal tariff stacked on top of the universal 10% tariff which is hitting everyone. This seems like doom and gloom, but it really isn't. Our tariff rate is high, but it is not the highest. In fact, Trump has slapped even more aggressive tariffs on our biggest Asian competitors. China has 54%, Vietnam 46%, Bangladesh 37%, Thailand 36%. Why does this matter? Because tariffs work on a competitive basis. It's not just about how much the US taxes our products, it's also about how much they tax products from other countries that compete directly with us. Which means the goods exported from all these other countries might become more expensive for the American market and even around the world. So we now have this weird opportunity to outcompete them. For example, let's take textiles. Right now, China, Bangladesh and Vietnam export a massive amount of clothing and textiles to the US, far more than India. But now that Trump has slapped these countries with insanely high tariffs, Indian textiles could suddenly become cheaper and more attractive by comparison. Analysts are already saying that this could encourage companies currently manufacturing in Bangladesh or Vietnam to shift production to India, creating more jobs here and boosting our exports as well. The same advantage applies to electronics and telecom products as well. Vietnam and Thailand, which dominate global electronics manufacturing, will now face steep tariffs, while India, thanks to lower tariff rates, has an opportunity to attract new factories and fresh investment. The Modi government's production linked incentive scheme, PLI, which you never heard of, yeah, it could actually work. Finally, the reason why you never heard of it was because it was not successful. Now it might be successful and you'll hear about it all the time. PLI. Think about it. Remember it. Are we going to see a Make in India 2.0? Remember that thing that was launched in 2015 and then they stopped talking about it in 2018 and it had a logo of a lion? Yeah, Make in India. Are we going to see a Make in India 2.0? Is the lion actually going to roar this time? Comeback is real. God bless Supreme Leader Modi ji. By God, what a visionary man only. What a visionary. What. Other than this, there is another silver lining. Trump's administration has hinted that these tariffs aren't set in stone. They could be revised if trading partners address US trade concerns. Right now, India and America are already negotiating a trade deal and this tariff drama gives India extra leverage. We could negotiate tariff reductions, get concessions from the US and possibly even use this chaos to push other trade partners to reduce their barriers as well. So you need to keep an eye on Laser Eye S. Jaishankar and Piyush Einstein Goyal for this.
Those maths have never helped Einstein discover gravity.
They are the people in charge. They are the people who are doing the negotiation. Don't blame me. Talk to them. Just ask them what is going on. मुझे नहीं पता. Now for the bad news. This tariff war could spark a global recession. World financial markets are already panicking. The US stock markets crashed nearly 5% overnight after Trump's announcement. Countries from Canada to China are threatening to retaliate and impose their actual tariffs, not made up tariffs, actual ones. And global trade tensions have spiked to levels that we haven't seen in decades. Because of these tariffs, everything that America imports is going to become more expensive, which means the demand for them will go down drastically, which means they will import less, even from us, which means global recession. It could potentially pull the global economy down with it. While India might benefit in certain sectors initially, a prolonged global economic downturn could ultimately harm our exports, slow down growth and create job losses as well. And then there is another imminent threat, China. With steep tariffs shutting Chinese exports out of the American market, China might start dumping its excess production into other markets, bigger markets like India. And that would in turn hurt our domestic industries. and that might be actually scary. Mota, in the short run, India might benefit from this whole nonsense that Trump has unleashed on the world. But in the long run, the entire world will suffer. So we will suffer with it because, we are a part of this world. A big 1.4 billion people strong part of the world. So, might be bad. Just saying. The bigger question we need to ask is all of this worth it? For America, for Trump, for anyone honestly? On that, I have a bunch of thoughts. In 2024, the US imported $1.2 trillion worth more goods than it exported. This is a record level deficit, and President Trump finds this really irritating. Trump is fundamentally a businessman, and when a businessman sees that America imports way more from a country than it exports back, he immediately thinks, oh shit, we are losing money, which also explains the bizarre calculations that they did when they came up with the tariff rates in the first place. But here's the thing, a trade deficit isn't a loss. America imports goods from countries like India, China, and even our dear friend Lesotho because these countries offer cheap labor. Cheap labor means cheaper goods. Americans get affordable clothes, phones, medicines, and electronics, while other countries benefit from the money flowing into their economies. Meanwhile, America's specialty isn't making cheap t-shirts and toys, it is making high-value, expensive stuff. Like Teslas, iPhones, cutting-edge semiconductors, fighter jets, and weapons of mass destruction. Essentials for everyday life, like bread, milk, nuclear warheads, just your standard grocery list. God bless America. America doesn't build cheap, America builds premium. India, on the other hand, also exports plenty of services and skilled human resources to America. Software engineers, doctors, and tech supports. All of this will not be impacted by the tariffs at all. American companies buy these services because they are cheaper to outsource to India. If you try opening up these same factories or providing these same services in America, the cost of labor skyrockets and suddenly everything becomes absurdly expensive for American consumers. If America goes into recession, the dollar will weaken and it would affect remittances in our country. So technically, because of this tariff war, even the services thing might not really work out that well for us anymore. But we will see. We will see. अभी के लिए ठीक है. Oh, and let's not forget our poor friends in Lesotho. America imports diamonds from there. Okay, diamonds. How exactly does Trump plan to bring diamond manufacturing back to America? I mean, is he planning to start mining diamonds in his backyard? Okay, good luck with that. Look, I thought that we are in 2025, we have genuinely entered a globalized world. Everyone is talking to each other. People, goods and ideas are flowing freely across the borders. This is a world where everybody benefits by trading with each other, traveling and just generally living better lives, I guess. We fought a pandemic together also, remember that? But Trump's tariff war is putting up a giant metaphorical wall around America, effectively telling the entire world,
hey guys, thanks but no thanks. We don't need you anymore. Go f off. Yeah, we're gonna do our own thing now. America first, logic second, and world economy, who gives a shit?
But history shows us what happens when countries isolate themselves. Trade wars lead to economic crashes, major global recessions, conflicts, and eventually full-blown wars. The Great Depression wasn't caused by countries trading too much, it was worsened by countries shutting each other out, interacting less and trading less. Also, it's a good time to remind you what America really sells to the world. It is weapons. Yeah. So a war might be great for America. The truth is, it's 2025 and Trump is actively pushing the world back into a darker, more isolated era. This tariff war isn't just illogical, it is actually outright dangerous and just plain stupid. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please do subscribe to this channel. Please do check out my merch. This is the QR code. It is called Bunch of Merch. We have some extremely nerdy, nice merch for you. And this is the Bunch of Thoughts guy. Google him if you want. Also, I do live streams on this channel every Friday, so you can come hang out with me there. A lot of you who saw live streams for the first time have been telling me कि भाई थोड़ा video छोटा बनाना. These are the shorter videos. These are the edited videos. The live streams are supposed to be long. They have to be heard like a podcast, you see. So if you're doing chores like going to the gym or cleaning your house or doing something boring which you can switch off your brain for, and if you need human white noise, then you can check out my live streams, and I will link a few live streams after this video. So please do check out the live streams and do consider supporting and subscribe to this channel. 100K लाना है, 100K लाना है, थोड़ा सा मेहनत करना पड़ेगा तुमको, मुझे भी, बट तुम भी करो. थैंक यू. See you next time.